Welcome to Transform with Tarot. This is a tarot reading for the week of the 24th of November through to the 30th of November. We're going to start with one of these beautiful angel cards, the Angel Guide by Kyle Gray. And I really like these. They have a real diverse mixture of guidance and messages. So this is a reading for the collective, and angels, show us clearly what the energy of this week is, how we can be supported this week. Okay, clear, cancel and release. So let's see what that says. You are being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. It is time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to recognize and to realize the power of your words, thoughts, and intentions. If you are saying something, even jokingly, about yourself that might have a negative effect on you or express something you wish wasn't real, you are being encouraged to be more loving toward yourself. Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything that you no longer want or need in order to make more room for love, positivity, and peace. Okay. And we'll have a message from the animal spirit. The Animal Oracle, Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, we have the Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. Let's see what we have from the message from the Lizard Spirit. When was the last time that you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream into something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit, giving to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. All right, so we've got some movement of letting go and dreaming into some new realities for yourself, taking time as well. So we'll just give these cards a little bit more of a shuffle and we'll see what the tarot has for us for the week. Show us clearly, divine guidance. Show us what might be helpful for Monday through to the weekend. Okay. So we're starting the week here with the Nine of Pentacles, and she's really reaching here, reaching for, feels like a prize. Something's been won, something has come to culmination, and it's really ready to take off and to let fly. It's like picking the feeling on Monday is like you've picked something up that feels right for you. and you've seen it through to the end. And the Pentacles is really about that personal courage that you took, and just acknowledging that for a moment, acknowledging how much you have, looked up to your brightest star and looked up for the best possible ways to move forward, and you have come to a culmination point, and it's really abundant. This energy is of really embracing abundance. It's so much can be had when we embrace and we're really grateful for what we have already created. And it looks like there's been a lot of things that you can be proud of, that you start to just get a really strong sense of how much your heart has opened up. Your heart opening up is the prosperity. Your heart opening up is how you receive more. And so keep going into that feeling and keep allowing your heart to expand, and just be light and playful with yourself as you really, really remember what you have already achieved, and don't let it get in the way of feeling like, oh, there are still lingering things that are in my mind. There's still a couple of things that I haven't, perhaps quite dealt with properly. You may feel that your baggage is still strong, or that certain things, really seeing this Saturn energy, as Saturn is in its final days in Pisces, and or months, just up until February, we're going to be experiencing the end of an energy point in time. And it feels like that heaviness of that, it can still be kind of just lingering. What I'm sensing here is that on Monday, it's really important to go into this continuing to reach up to your higher self and to pull in the highest good for yourself, and don't get caught up in two different ideas that might be perhaps weighing you down. Perhaps you want to be finalized with a couple of things. This really is a finalizing sort of energy towards the end of the year into February next year, and you might feel like you are at the end of a line, and then that there's still can be a couple of things here that will be pulling at you for attention, and you can ground that down, and you will ground it down by staying with the lightness that you're feeling in your heart. Some of the practical things will have to be taken care of, and you know that, and that's okay. Just keep remembering how far you've come this year, and how much growth and also abundance you've created for yourself. Leading into Tuesday, we have the King of Swords, and this is another really light feeling of sitting on top of a mountain, contemplating your past, your future, and your present. This person is really present, and your presence is what is giving you that sense of direction, because we don't necessarily have to make all the plans all at once. We can make decisions for ourselves when we feel really present. As we feel present, different things start to emerge, new ideas come to light that you'd never seen before. And this is how you really take that really strong action. It's from that relaxed mind space. So being more relaxed, having a relaxed nervous system, feeling comfortable in your body, and just having a sense of lightness. That's where the wisdom just opens up to you. Look, we have all these. We have the bat, and we have a crow, and a beautiful owl here that's really wisely just popping up at the bottom there, overseeing you and everything in your journey. Very much a strong sense of reflection on Tuesday. You have a sense of reflecting on your past, your present, and your future. And there is so much wisdom coming in for you as you sit in a space of reflection. And bright ideas are really trying to come through. You may not feel them yet, so just be patient with yourself. However, there are really new things that are lining up for you. I'm getting very much around something that you might look into more deeply in a study way, in something that's perhaps taking a new course, leaning into something that's a new belief that's quite new for you, that opens your mind in a really new and light way. That's what could help you to navigate your mind, is allowing new things to come in and new perspectives. And this also contributes to your dream opening up. So we looked at the lizard spirit dream, the world into being, and what I see here is that you're doing it through being really present and open to the intuitive wisdom that's coming through now, and also the intuition that leads you to action as you start contemplating new things that you could learn to help you to open your mind even more. Wednesday is a real burning away of an older sense of yourself. So when you want to bring new energy into your life, you also recognize there's a part of you that's potentially grieving and letting go of quite a lot. And this woman is leaving something burning in behind her. So she's letting something burn away and moving towards a new and a gentle light. So sometimes the really intense light, or the brightest thing or the sparkliest thing in the shop can draw our attention, and sometimes we're called by the really gentle light and the one that opens up to us in a slow manner. It's like healing over time. Healing, when you first start healing, could be like rushing towards all these different kinds of modalities or different ways of opening yourself up and getting really excited by shiny new things and ways that are speaking to you. But this is somebody who's also ready for the slow and gradual moving towards something that really speaks to her or him. Taking small steps is really part of the journey now, but recognizing that so much has moved out of your life and you've really reached a big culmination point. Holding on too tightly to anything is really potentially holding you back. So anything that you feel like you're holding on to, whether that's a thought pattern, whether that's material, whether that's being stuck in an energetic imprint from time after time after time within your family, within even the place that you live, the energy that's held in all the objects that are around you, that you sit with, that you work with. These things all have an imprint on us, and sometimes that holding on to things stops us from actually taking up the new adventure and really going deeper with ourselves and deeper into our truth. The truth is about ourselves can be uncovered in layers and layers, and holding on to the things that you thought were helpful in the past can really slow you down now. And you'll get a sense of not needing to be held back by not enough. Like, I'm not enough, my money's not enough, my work's not enough. All the things that you could be harsh to yourself about, perhaps letting that go and burning that away is the best thing you can do for yourself. Is that real belief around scarcity. I feel that is being brought into your consciousness. It's being released this week. You could even do an actual ceremony of release using fire. And we're coming into Thursday. We have the Seven of Cups. So this is a real leaning towards what's nourishing me and evaluating aspects that perhaps you've let go for a while. Perhaps you haven't been able to see really clearly what makes you feel good. And there might still be a lot of different things that are pulling at you and decisions that you feel that you need to make. And that's okay. There's some super clear, calm waters behind you. In Hawaiian culture, what's behind you is your future. And then what's coming through here at the front of this person is quite a big flow into one thing that lights you up. So I'm just getting that there is more likely one thing that you'll be focusing on more than others. There might be many different things that pull for your attention, that feel exciting and inviting, things that you're passionate about. And it's like, pay attention to which one continues to be there and just step into that, lean into that a little bit. There could be many different paths that you're taking, and that's okay. Many different creative avenues and projects, many different ways to step up and out of your current situation and into something that's way more fulfilling. Some of them will be full of a few more obstacles, and you're just trying to sort through that a little bit on Thursday. You're trying to sort out really the simplest way forward, and you might feel a bit sort of bamboozled by which is the best way. And probably you can, just give it some time, and also recognize that the things behind the scenes are actually coming together. There's a lot that you can't see, and a lot of magic is surrounding your situation. So if you have been contemplating quite a few different things, this could be a very practical level, but I'm also getting it's much more about what makes you feel. So it's the underlying things that mean a lot to you in your emotional world, in what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel at home, what makes you feel comfortable. And they're all of these things, all of these nurturing aspects of self, these aspects of coming home, or anything that has stopped you from coming home to yourself. These things are being like completely transformed. It's like everything's up to be moved into a new direction. There is no more, there's definitely time for you to continue to contemplate things, sure, but I would say that the universe is behind you to really blast things into a new space and place for you. There's a lot of this energy of dreaming and new things into being, and also the letting go. So there are aspects that will naturally, be taken care of, and you can lean into that. Lean into God, the universe, whatever you call it. Lean into the Creator's creative aspects that are really helping things to come together. You don't need to make all the decisions yourself. You'd like to contemplate that, but in the end, it feels as though there's plenty of support for some things to come together from the universe. And you can't quite see what that is. It's definitely a creation that is like an ancient. I'm getting really the ancient ones, the ancient beings, the ancient part of yourself. Your reptilian mind, it's like that deep part of you that already knows what things are needed to alchemize, to bring things together. You don't need to be up in your head about it. Thursday seems like a big day of processing. And then Friday, we're back to that new idea, that creativity, that new spark, that perhaps just let go a little because you are supported. There's definitely a lot to be said about being joyful in your own body and being playful. Move your body in a different way, drive a different way to work, eat something different, nurture yourself differently, give yourself a treat that you haven't given yourself for a long time. That's this energy. And this energy then really sparks this newness in your life that gives you that joy and that teenage spirit of, play and, excitement and new passions arising within you that just feel good, and it's just for you, not necessarily for anybody else. And it's interesting that this one is rooted down by the Lovers, because this energy is really about the play that you need to be really within your really strong spirit of self, and that then connects you deeper in how you reach out with others. So with a loved one, doesn't have to be romantic, even though this card is full of passion and very deliciously connective in a very sensual way. It doesn't necessarily need to be that way. Can be love of ideas. This is taking care of self first allows the new connection to the other aspects that you can connect with. And I'm really seeing here like the Cupid's bow. So for some people, this is really about having something that you've wanted to have come together. So this could be love and relationship. You maybe have been waiting for something to come together in a much better way, and it really has that potential this week. Because you've let go, there is potential for your dreams to start emerging. So sometimes your dreams have been there all along, and it's like it just starts to bubble up. I get a sense that the universe isn't really letting us kind of tiptoe around our lives anymore, and there is so much that'll just be pushed up to the surface. So there might be dreams and things that are in the background of your mind, and when you connect more with your joy, with your inner child, with your playfulness, then the outcomes of other dreams and things that you've wanted for a while, they tend to just coalesce, they come together. Again, with the abundance and into our dreams, so feeling abundant, being grateful for what we receive, recognizing we have so much to offer. This is a real big part of manifestation, or even just leaning into abundance. The big part of it is about receiving. Receiving is giving, the same, they're one and the same. You give, you receive, and it's the same energy. It's all bound up in the same thing. If you're wanting to give, how much are you willing to receive? And this really speaks to the heart space. How much is your heart open? How much can your heart handle? If you want love, how can you open up more? How can you open up to all things? And this is not just love between people, but it's also the love of financial wealth, the love of feeling comfortable in your skin, Yeah, there's a lot of alchemy this week for those who are willing to open up to receiving more. I think receiving is a huge part of our happiness, as well as giving and is a huge part of our happiness. There's a balance that I can feel so strongly here with this one. You're really gaining from the universe. The universe is really giving you so many opportunities. There's like opportunity after opportunity here, and it's come from your connection to being strong in who you are and not standing for less, knowing your worth and really expecting the best. So expect the best. By the weekend, things will have beautiful, connective, alchemizing outcomes. And again, we have this doubt within our mind that might say, well, pigs could fly. And that is the self-defeating part that doesn't want to lean into the heart, doesn't want to lean into the actual truth that can come from being comfortable in yourself, feeling nurtured. This is a week where you can really gently nurture yourself and allow yourself to dream. It's not a bad thing, it's not frivolous, it's not something that you have to be, ashamed of or afraid of or any of those things. This is a real calm place that you can achieve within yourself. So allowing more to come in, and manifesting also involves holding things, and so not letting things go through not allowing yourself to dream and to change and to adapt. And I'm getting a real strong sense of the heart this week, the heart just really opening, and that is what is building all of the good changes that you're looking for, the dreams that you have been dreaming for many, many years, the dreams that are in your soul print. They're coming together. It's okay for you to keep dreaming. It's okay for you to keep growing and grow through nothingness, grow through doing nothing, dreaming, allowing yourself to be. You don't always have to be doing in order to manifest. You don't manifest because you're good. You manifest through that belief in yourself, and also allowing things to come about as they will come about, as they can, and with the support of the universe. Strong alchemy this week. Well, that's what I have for you this week. So have a wonderful week. Until next time. Bye.